Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to explore a fascinating and important topic that connects two of the world's largest democracies, India and US. This is the story of US India civil nuclear deal, an agreement that marked a new era of cooperation between these two nations. But why is this deal important? And what challenges has it faced, and why hasn't it achieved all that it promised? So, today we will break it down in simple terms, analyze its impacts, and understand what lessons it holds for the future. All right, so let's begin by traveling back to the early 2000s. At that time, US and India were trying to build stronger ties after years of estrangement during the Cold War. And during that period, US had concerns about India's nuclear weapons program, and India felt that the US didn't treat it as an equal. So, in 2005, what happened? Something historic event took place. US President George W. Bush and Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh agreed to sign a deal that would allow the US to share nuclear technology with India. But wait, did India have nuclear weapons? Yes, it did. And that's where things got complicated. India had never signed non-proliferation treaty. Non-proliferation treaty is what? It's a, you can say it's a NPT, non-proliferation treaty. It's a global agreement designed to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons. So many countries were worried that giving India access to civilian nuclear technology might help it build more weapons. So to address this, the US India nuclear deal included some safeguards. Yes, it included some safeguards. What were the safeguards? Basically, India agreed that it will separate its civilian nuclear facilities from its military ones and allow the inspection by the International Atomic Energy Agency. इंटरनेशनल एटॉमिक एनर्जी एजेंसी. सो क्या कहा इंडिया ने एग्री किया सबसे पहले सिविलियन न्यूक्लियर फैसिलिटी से और मिलिट्री वंस ये दोनों के बीच में सेपरेट होगा और साथ ही साथ इंटरनेशनल एटॉमिक एनर्जी एजेंसी हम रेगुलर इंस्पेक्शन कर सकती है क्योंकि उसको जो भी चेक करना रहेगा कि इंडिया कहीं मिलिट्री के लिए तो यूज नहीं कर रही है, तो इसीलिए इस सिविलियन न्यूक्लियर डील में यूएस के साथ जो साइन की थी उसमें सारे प्रोविजन लिखे हुए थे. Finally, after 3 years of negotiations and overcoming fierce opposition in the US Congress, the deal became law in 2008. And this was a game changer. For the first time, India was recognized as a responsible nuclear power, and the two countries began a new era of cooperation. अब हुआ क्या कि ये जो डील थी इसके चलते दोनों कंट्रीज के बीच में जो डील साइन हुई, इंडिया वाज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज अ ग्लोबल रिस्पॉन्सिबल nuclear power, and the two countries began a new era of cooperation. Now this event, this particular deal, you can say that this was the uh, historical historical most important historical event in the that paved the way for the US India collaboration. All right, so this was quite important. And later on, the US India nuclear deals, the whole deal, the whole agreement, it was more than just a legal deal. It was something else. It symbolized the trust between the two nations. And the deal was supposed to help India meet its growing energy needs. क्योंकि देखो ये जो एक डील जो साइन की गई थी, ये ऐसा नहीं था कि हाँ चलो ठीक है एक न्यूक्लियर डील साइन की गई है. इट वाज समथिंग एल्स, क्योंकि ये एक ऐसा हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट था, आप कह सकते हो इंडिया यूएस के रिलेशन में, जिसकी वजह से दोनों के बीच में एक ट्रस्ट स्टैब्लिश हुआ. ऑल राइट, सो ये बहुत ज़्यादा सिग्निफिकेंट था. इट मार्क्ड अ टर्निंग पॉइंट, एंड द डील वॉज supposed to help India meet its growing energy needs. अब इस डील से जो इंडिया के एनर्जी नीड्स थे उससे भी मीट करने के लिए हेल्पफुल था ये. हाउ? by allowing US companies to build nuclear power plants in India and providing advanced technology as well as generating clean energy. तो यूएस कंपनीज न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट इंडिया में बिल्ड करेंगे, एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोवाइड कराएंगे और clean energy generate करेंगे. So this was also expected to reduce India's dependence on fossil fuels like coal, which contribute to climate change. All right. So this you can say that this particular deal, it was a win-win situation. India would get more electricity for its growing population, and the US would create jobs by exploring its technology as well as expertise. In addition, the deal also opened the door to greater cooperation in defense technology and trade. For example, India and the US began conducting joint military exercises and sharing advanced defense advanced defense technologies. All right. तो अब इस डील के साथ साथ अब बहुत सारे एरियाज में भी इंडिया और यूएस साथ साथ कोलैबोरेट करने लग गए थे. जैसे सबसे पहले तो इंडिया को क्या इससे फायदा हुआ कि इंडिया का डिपेंडेंस ऑन फॉसिल फ्यूल जैसे कोल उस पर रिड्यूस करना है ताकि वो क्लाइमेट चेंज में भी कंट्रीब्यूट करे. और इंडिया को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी तो मिलेगी लेकिन साथ साथ जॉब्स भी क्रिएट होगा क्योंकि एक्सपर्टीज के साथ जॉब्स भी रिक्वायर्ड होता है. टैलेंट जितने भी टैलेंटेड लोग हैं, स्किल्ड है, स्किल सेट जो चाहिए होता है उससे भी जॉब जनरेट होंगे. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम this deal also opened the door to greater cooperation in defense technology and trade. All right. तो ये जो एक पर्टिकुलर डील थी यूएस इंडिया 2008 न्यूक्लियर सिविल न्यूक्लियर डील, स्टूडेंट्स रिमेंबर कि इस डील के बाद ही इंडिया और यूएस के रिलेशन काफ़ी ज़्यादा अच्छे होने लगे, कोलैबोरेट करने लगे और बाकी सेक्टर्स में भी कोलैबोरेशन देखने लग गया. सो यू कैन से दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर deal, you can call it as a one single most important historical event that actually helped improving the ties between US and India. All right. Now, let's talk about the hurdles that have prevented the deal from reaching its full potential. अब भी कुछ ऐसे hurdles हैं जिसकी वजह से जो फुल पोटेंशियल इस डील में वो नहीं रीच हो पाया है और क्या क्या चैलेंजेस है उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा हम देखते हैं. See, in 2010, India passed a law called Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act. ओके. तो एक इंडिया ने एक लॉ पास किया था इन 2010, सिविल लाइबिलिटी फॉर न्यूक्लियर डैमेज एक्ट. अब इसमें क्या हुआ था कि this particular law, it made nuclear suppliers responsible for accidents at power plants. So this scared away many foreign companies including those in the US. Why? Because no company wants to risk being sued for billions of dollars if something goes wrong. And India tried to address this by offering insurance guarantees through its government, but many companies still felt the risk were too high, right? And second challenge is the technology gap that we have. uh, the technology that was offered by US companies and the needs of India's nuclear program. So building and operating advanced nuclear reactors requires significant investment and expertise, which Indian companies lacked at the time. Finally, there are international politics. Some US lawmakers and groups worried that India might use its nuclear technology to develop weapons. Meanwhile, India was cautious about becoming too dependent on any one country for its energy needs. So, all of these challenges have slowed down the progress of the deal. For example, a major project involving six nuclear reactors to be built by Westinghouse Electric has been delayed for years. ऑल राइट. तो बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस है जो अभी भी हैं, चल रहे हैं. स्पेशली एक नंबर वन चैलेंज क्या है जो अभी हमने देखा, एक तो इंडिया में 2010 में सिविल लाइबिलिटी फॉर न्यूक्लियर डैमेज एक्ट, ये लॉ जब लेकर आई थी तो इस लॉ के अंडर क्या था कि जो अगर इंडिया में जो न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर है उसमें कुछ भी होगा, अगर वहाँ पर ऐसा कुछ एक्सीडेंट टाइप में हो जाए या फिर कुछ डैमेज हो जाए, तो उसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल कौन होंगे? सप्लायर्स। सो इट मेड न्यूक्लियर सप्लायर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर accidents at power plants. तो इससे हुआ क्या? This actually scared away many foreign companies, and because no company, they don't want the risk of being sued for billions of dollars if something goes wrong, right? तो एक ये रीजन भी था, साथ ही साथ टेक्नोलॉजी गैप था इंडिया में, जो कंपनीज है वो उसमें एक्सपर्टीज का लैक था, टेक्नोलॉजी इतना ज़्यादा डेवलप नहीं हो रखा था। तो काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें थी और ऊपर से जियोपॉलिटिकल कंसर्न्स भी थे। काफ़ी सारी कंट्रीज़ ये कह रहे थे कि इंडिया माइट डेवलप इन द इन द गार्ड ऑफ सिविल न्यूक्लियर डील, इंडिया माइट डेवलप मिलिट्री वेपन्स ऑल्सो। तो ये सारे चैलेंजेस के चलते जो इंडिया यूएस की सिविल न्यूक्लियर डील है, इट डिडंट रीच इट्स फुल पोटेंशियल। ऑलराइट, सो वेयर डू वी स्टैंड टुडे? What is the current development? In recent year, there have been efforts to revive the deal. The Biden administration has expressed its willingness to work with India on small modular reactors, which are a new type of nuclear technology. Okay, तो Biden administration ने कहा है कि भाई हम small modular reactors में काम करेंगे. Small modular reactors क्या है बच्चों? They are a new type of nuclear technology. There's also progress in removing barriers to cooperation. For instance, some Indian companies that were on the US entry list, जो कि US में entry list में थी, yes, entry list क्या है? It's a list of organizations restricted from doing business with US companies. Entry list में वो सारी कंपनीज का नाम मेंशन है जिसके जो इंडिया जो यूएस कंपनीज के साथ बिजनेस नहीं कर सकती है। तो एंट्री लिस्ट, इट्स अ लिस्ट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस which are restricted from doing business with US companies, and some Indian companies that were earlier on this US entry list have been taken off. So this shows growing trust between the two countries. However, challenges like liability concerns and high costs remain. India and the US need to find ways to overcome these hurdles if they want the deal to succeed. All right, students. Now that we have covered the whole story of the US Indian nuclear deal, let's analyze it. Students, this deal shows that trust is the foundation of any partnership. The US and India had to overcome years of mistrust to make this agreement possible. And for India, the deal offers access to advanced technology and clean energy. On the other hand, for the US, it strengthens ties with an important ally in Asia. But both countries must carefully manage risk such as nuclear accidents and proliferation concept. Proliferation मतलब लीकेज होता है कि पता चला गलत हाथों में जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो पड़ गई। सो प्रोलिफरेशन कंसर्न्स भी है न्यूक्लियर डील से रिलेटेड। तो ये सारी चीजें इंडिया और यूएस को ध्यान देने हैं। Thirdly, role of public policy. See, liability issue is a reminder that laws and policies can have unintended consequences. While it's important to protect the public from accidents, overly strict regulations can even it can discourage investment. है ना? अब देखो भाग गए, नहीं इन्वेस्ट करेंगे। So, finally, the US-India nuclear deal is a part of a larger trend. And as the world faces challenges like climate change and energy shortages, international cooperation is more important than ever. And this deal is a step in the right direction, even if it hasn't fully delivered on its promises yet. ओके, तो ये इन ऑथर का कहना है कि ये जो काफ़ी ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है डील, और हालांकि अपने फुल पोटेंशियल को नहीं अचीव किया है, स्टिल अभी भी काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें इसने राइट डायरेक्शन में डिलीवर किया है। Right? So, in conclusion, US India nuclear deal is a story of ambition, challenges, and hope. It shows how two countries can come together to tackle global issues like energy and climate change. While the deal hasn't yet achieved all its goals, it has laid the foundation for a stronger partnership between India and the US. And the lessons learned from this agreement can guide us as we work toward a more sustainable and cooperative future. Thank you for listening, and I hope this session has helped you understand the significance of the US India nuclear deal. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Bye bye, students.